How's it going? Welcome back out into the great outdoors with me, Tobin and Luna. Emily, our 17-year-old daughter, my wife, Alexis, and our daughter's best friend, Amelia, are around here somewhere with Athena. Currently, it's just Luna and I. That is Lower Parker Falls. The creek is Bryce Creek. Yes, it's a creek, not a river. Stick around for the B-roll. After the video, you'll see that this is not a green screen, that I am really out in the great outdoors to review Ariana and Evans Cipresso. I'm not Italian. I'll do my best though with the Italian pronunciation. Famiglia di Barbiera di Famiglia Cipresso e Bergamot. Family Barber, Cypress, and Bergamot. Absolute banger. Full disclosure right up front, I did not pay for the soap and splash. They were sent to me for review by Peter Charkalis, the artisan at Ariana and Evans. Thank you, Peter. Peter has sent me a whole bunch of soap sets going back to December. The ones that you'll be seeing me review first are going to be the ones that I absolutely love. So make no mistake that the next few Ariana and Evans videos that you see, I'm going to be speaking very highly of. That's by design. Peter has given me a code allowing me to pick which soaps and splash I want to review. An absolute honor and treat. I couldn't believe it when he offered it. So I have 5 lined up out of a good number that I can't wait to review. Starting with this one. Fantastic. Emily gives it a 9. Alexis gives it a 9 or a 10. Amelia, who is with us, and I first met her by coaching her in soccer when her and Emily were in 2nd grade. Emily's best friend, she's like an adopted daughter. Amelia gives it a 10. 5 being I like it, which would be a great score. My hoodie pocket. 1 being I hate it. 10 being I absolutely love it and I want you to wear it. So anything over a 5 from my girls is a great score. Getting 9s and 10s from the 3 of these ladies is exactly what we want, right? We want the women in our lives. I want the women in my lives to want to be close to me, and smelling good is a great way to do that. I'm applying the Tube 2.0, the ice cube. It's a mentholated cube in the travel size jar from Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements. Thought it was gonna be warmer. I should have known better. I did know better. That's okay. As you can see, I am wearing a hoodie. My Throwbacks hoodie. Fetching Wilderness, that's my other YouTube channel. I'll have that up a day or 2 after this one, probably by Wednesday. Got a bunch of great footage. I'll maybe include in this video in the B-roll one of Emily slipping and falling again. That'll be the 2nd video that she's taken a plummet on camera in a YouTube video. You're welcome. I love you, Emily. Thank you again, Peter. I can't thank you enough. This is just an absolute honor and a treat to have a artisan of your caliber allow me to pick and choose which ones I want to review. And my, of course, first stipulation is it in stock? And Cypress and Bergamot is a vegan base. He calls it VR2, so it's his 2nd vegan. The V is for, in the VR, is for vegan. The R is for rice milk. You could also call it VRB. There's beer in there as well. I've already scooped. I scooped a handsome amount into my Captain's Choice bowl. I spritzed some water on it from my spray bottle just to make it a little easier for me. I can't wait to show you guys. I wish you were here with me, I really do. Just the all around. The creek is over here to the left, as you can imagine. And this is just paradise. It's Sunday. I don't want to go to work tomorrow. I would love to just pitch a hammock or lay down on the ground like my DOG is doing, trying not to get her attention. too much. Got a bunch of rocks and sticks and pine cones lined up here next to me in case she gets restless. I've used this 5 or 7 times, maybe as many as more than 5, 7 to 10 times at least. Wrong hand. Been wearing it on the back of my hand a lot. Putting it into these little bottles and wearing it as a cologne. I can get a good 6 hours of wear on the back of my hand, even longer than that on the body. But I'm comfortable with saying that you should be able to get a good 6 hours of wear out of this. So this was inspired in Italy by Peter's daughter. You can look at the sales page to get more details on that. And so what I wanted to do was make this an all Italian shave as much as I could. So Cypress and Bergamot, the family barber, inspired in Italy, but made in America, in Connecticut. That's where Peter is. The brush I'm using is the Omega 636 Silver Tip, made in Italy. The razor is the Goodfellas Smile Italico, made in Italy. The blade I have loaded in it, a first use Bolzano. They were originally made in Italy. They're now made in Egypt. Couldn't really find any blades that were still made in Italy. You know, a lot of the Western world is losing a lot of its manufacturing, but that's a whole other story. I'm comfortable with where I have my soap. Let's start working it. Here, I'll show it to you a little bit in case you've never seen it. If you're familiar with Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements CK6, but you've never tried this, this is every bit as good, if not better. The VR2, I've been talking with Peter a lot. Sometimes I might ask these guys too many questions, but like the VR2, I never would have guessed that the R in VR2 for the soap base represented rice milk. Even though it's in the ingredients list, I never would have made that connection. So I ask them a lot of redundant questions, and sometimes I ask them questions I already have the answer to. I'm just wanting to verify. I love CK6. I love this base. When Peter set out to make it, he wanted his vegan base to be every bit as good as his tallow bases. If you're familiar with Ultima, even his shaving cream, which is a tallow base, or now he has the Legacy base, which is a whole other story because I'm still really impressed with Ultima. You know that his tallow bases are as good as anybody's, if not better. He has legit done this with his vegan base. You're not gonna find a better vegan base at any price. You might find some that are as good, but when it comes to the yogurty, creamy texture that the wet shaver is looking for, the slickness, the glide, the post shave, it's full of good stuff. The soap base really does it all. I'm not just saying that. Something I did forget to say in my full disclosure a minute ago. The links in the description to Ariana and Evans are affiliate links. What that means is I'll earn a 10% commission from your purchase. All right, so I think I've talked about enough without talking about the fragrance. I told you I like it, right? I told you my wife and daughter like it. We don't just like it, we love it. Love it. I haven't seen an EDP for this. We need an EDP for this. Peter, come on. Am I missing it? Point me in the right direction. You guys, I love this fragrance, but it doesn't matter if I love it. All that matters is that I can describe it and try to give you a better idea of what it smells like beyond the sales page. And Peter does a great job of describing his fragrances on the sales page. So if I had to describe the fragrance as a whole, my wife, green, woody, masculine. That's how my wife describes it. I would add to that fresh, green, woody. Oh, and my wife also said smoky, with smoky undertones. It's vibrant, yet grounded. So that's the fragrance as a whole. If we start talking about the top, when you first apply the splash, we're not talking about the soap. When you first apply the splash, look at that, it's just gorgeous, right? Love this brush. This was my first ever silver tip. I've had it, I don't know, 8 years or so. You can see the Omega has worn off, but other than that, an amazing brush. No backbone. If you're looking for something with backbone, you're not gonna find it in that brush. Pillowy soft and absolutely fantastic. The Italico, dip it in my water. This is a fairly aggressive razor, 5 being average. I give it a 6.5, 7. With this Bolzano, which I feel like is a more efficient blade, I'm gonna get a good 7 when it comes to efficiency. So the top of this fragrance brings a bright and zesty energy. It really does. Right from the get-go, when you apply that splash, it's time for me to apply. I haven't applied in a long time, since this morning. You get that, it's kind of milky. Projection is a good solid 5, maybe even a 6. But it starts out this bright and zesty. It's got the top has an energy about it that is just like perfect for making you feel alive and uplifted and refreshed. Instantly uplifts and refreshed. It's just one of those fragrances from the bergamot, the lemon, and the bitter orange that you're just like, damn son. So good. So the top, you have bergamot. That's where we start. A subtly sweet bergamot. The citrusy aroma that you would expect. Sometimes I think I'm getting a hint of a floral undertone from it. Not a floral fragrance by any means. Sometimes I notice it, sometimes I don't. That it's a characteristic that bergamot can bring. The lemon, sharp, clean tang, tart and aromatic. I really think that some of that really upliftingness that you're getting, that sensation is coming from this. It's like a burst of sunshine that I could really use right about now in the shade. It's a little chilly. The bitter orange, slightly tart. You can detect the orange, but it's not a sweet orange. It's like this tart, beautiful orange. Only lasts about 5 or 10 minutes, and then you start moving into the middle where the magic really starts. The middle is rich, green, complex. And the name of the fragrance is Cypress and Bergamot. The Bergamot is one of the best done bergamots you'll ever experience. The Cypress is obvious. You have the Spanish and the Japanese, often called Hinoki. It's Japanese Cypress, Hinoki, same thing. Two things that we'll talk about more here in a second though, that shouldn't be overlooked in this is the cedar. You have Virginia and Himalayan. You guys, this fragrance was made by Peter. It's bar none one of the best fragrances I've ever experienced. It's the kind of fragrance that I will use until I kill it. I'll never get rid of it. I'll never stop using it. I just cannot get enough of it. So in the middle, you find that Spanish and Japanese cypress. I'm gonna put 2 squirts of water into my bowl real quick. I did 3. Still not quite used to having this microphone. I was trying to cast my voice to you. Hello, hello. So Spanish bergamot is generally like a dry, slightly spicy with like a resinous touch. Think like your traditional evergreen kind of character. Japanese cypress is softer, smoother, a little smoky, and creamy. Together, these 2 cypresses, you're getting like this nuanced, woody profile. That's nothing short of beautiful. If you know me and my content, I love outdoorsy fragrances. I love green fragrances. This is so my kind of jam that it's not even funny. And in my opinion, this is like one of the most ultimate year-round, but perfect for spring and summer fragrances you're ever gonna find. Ever gonna find. Ever gonna find. I cannot invite you enough to grab this one. The mint, sometimes I think I smell mint, but what I really think the mint is doing with this one is adding just a cooling, refreshing sensation. The basil is definitely adding, and the mint is contributing to the greenness of the fragrance along with that cypress. And then you have the basil, and it's adding an herbal touch that is complementing this aromatic green heart. That's cold. In part to the water and then the menthol, I'm feeling it now. You're a good girl, you ready for a rock? I hear you. I don't know if the microphone's picking her up. She's doing soft little whines like, Dad, I've been neglected for 10 minutes. Look at that lather. It's just gorgeous. Beautiful. You can't go wrong with any Ariana and Evans bases. You just can't. Whether it's the K2, the shaving cream, the vegan, the Ultima, the Legacy. He really has something for everyone. Look at that. I don't have you set up on the tripod. I don't have a mirror, but just looking at that on my phone screen, that's pretty. Awful, real pretty. Almost as pretty as me. How you doing, sugar? You want to talk about the base? Let's talk about the base. So the base is really where this fragrance starts to change into what you're going to wear all day. The cypress is there from the top. Those citrus notes are definitely lifting it up as soon as you apply the splash. It really shines in the middle, and then that cypress never really goes away. The heart of this fragrance is doing an excellent job of bridging those top citrusy notes with this grounding, warm, earthy and smoky base. There's two places I think we're getting the smoky from, might be getting the smoky from. One is from that cypress up above that I spoke of, the Hinoki, the Japanese. That could bring with it a smoky undertone. This is not a smoky fragrance. There's a lot of different little ghost notes or whispers of things that you get with this one. This is such a beautiful, well-orchestrated fragrance that out of all the fragrances so far that I've tried, which is around 20 from Ariana and Evans, this one really does an excellent job of displaying the perfumer, the nose that Peter has become. Many of you might not know this, but Peter, when he first joined the community, he was just another regular guy like myself who then started creating content on YouTube and elsewhere. That led him into his passion and desire to learn more about fragrances and creating them. And I really feel like that with this one here, that it is just so well done. The way that every note is laid upon one another, it's hats off. It is. So the base, it starts with those two cedars that I mentioned a moment ago, the Virginia and the Himalayan. Did I already shave this way? I'm not getting a lot of feedback. Oh, I'm not getting a whole lot either when I go this way. The residual slickness is out of bounds. Look at that. That is just so slick. Maybe I just can't hear it or feel it. It's that smooth. The cedar in this is what you would expect from cedar, but I would add that it's clean, yet resinous, woody type cedar. It's just gorgeous. Everything around me is gorgeous. I wish you guys could see this right now. Hold still, Betsy. Watch this. That right there. It's like, I'm not sure what it is, but it's starting to bloom. Oh yeah, that's perfect. I'm just surrounded by fantastic. Oh, buddy, come back to me now. Turn back around. Hey, how you doing? Cedar. You like cedar? You're gonna like this one. The sandalwood, exactly what you'd expect from sandalwood. It's definitely acting as a fixative, as is this entire base, which is one of the things that gives this fragrance such longevity, is this base. It's a nice, creamy sandalwood. My friend Lee, not Hazley, but another Lee, he's not gonna like hearing that word, but you know what, Lee? I really think that there's enough going on in this one that even a guy like you who isn't crazy about sandalwood would probably like it. And I really think that your daughters, he has 4 daughters, that they would all like it. Don't turn your nose up at the word sandalwood, Lee. Patchouli, adding more of a greenness to this overall fragrance, but earthy, rich, with subtle herbal undertones. I really think it's playing well with that basil and mint up above. And just like I said, everything just laid upon one another, layered, and just the birch tar. It is bringing with it this smoky quality. I really think that that's where we're getting some of this smokiness from, is from that birch tar. My dog is so amazing. Where is she? Oh, there she is. Now she's coming back. What? The base is where this fragrance becomes masculine. It's definitely a masculine fragrance. Don't let anything up above make you think that it's not. Could a woman wear it? Yes, but this isn't technically what I would even consider unisex. This definitely leans masculine. That birch tar is bringing with it a boldness, a ruggedness, the dry down is where it's really at. That cypress is still there. It's the kind that when I wear it on the back of my hand, playing with it, which I've done for a couple weeks now, I've been experiencing this fragrance, really trying to pick it apart. That I just want to keep smelling it, that I just want to roll in it, like roll in it. If you like the sound of these scent notes together, you're going to love it. I really think this tastes blind buy. And if you don't like it and you scoop from it, maybe we can work out a trade. I'll definitely take that splash off your hands. Want to think about it. Thank Peter for sending this out to me. I didn't talk about it at the beginning of the video. I want to talk about it real quick as I get ready to apply the splash here. The scoop that I use is from Ian Lagaki. It's made of walnut. Solid piece of walnut. Put some photos up there. These will be available with my next collaboration in June with Frank Misa at Strike Bold Shave. I can't wait to show you in my next video the other scoop I got from him. Ian Lagaki, here on YouTube, known as Last Shadow, does phenomenal work. Check out his Instagram, follow his Instagram. It's going to be important for a future giveaway. I have winners to announce from previous giveaways. I'm going to do that in a Rambles, Rants, and Razors video from the bin. I haven't forgotten though, I promise. This splash, just like the soap, is 5 ounces. It comes in a glass jar with an aluminum lid. Very eco-friendly. when I eventually kill that tub, I will reuse it. Like I reused a lot of stuff. I actually just saved a star jelly that the mailman destroyed. And because I hold on to so many different things, I had an old Mysterium serum bottle that I cleaned up and had put away a long time ago. It was my previous, maybe 2 bottles ago, Mysterium serums. I don't know, I've gone through 4 or 5 of them. But I had a clean, empty one that I put down in my bottom drawer. And I was able to salvage that star jelly, it was Greenwich, and put it in it. I hold on to a lot of stuff. I'm such a pack rat. Little big things, my friends. Did I mention that Tina ran off after my wife, and trust me that since Nancy came back, she made it to her. If I remember when I get back to the truck, she's there. I put a little clip. Stick around for the B-roll. That's a 360 of my surroundings. I have the world's best dog. Luna is amazing. I had to rescue Athena. I wish I would have got that on video. I can just put copious amounts of this on. This is full of skin foods. The first ingredient is what? Aloe vera, right? The second ingredient is alcohol. So you're not going to get that alcohol burn that you get with most aftershaves. Which, if you're familiar with my content, you know I enjoy an alcohol burn. You don't get that with this, which is a good thing. Alcohol is really not good for your skin. It dries it out. I can't recommend this one enough, you guys. I really, really can't. In my opinion, this is a must-have. It is so well done. Thank you again, Peter, for sending it out to me. I didn't pay for it. Call my boss and tell him I'm not going to be at work tomorrow. You guys take care. I'll see you next time. Welcome to the B-roll. That's Miss Luna. I've got a rock. She has a rock. I'm willing to bet that even when I throw this rock, she won't take off after it. Let's just hold her right there for a second. Where I was shaving, where I will be shaving, is just over to my right. Let's glance at it real quick. We'll throw this dog a bone, so to speak. Ready? Yeah, she's ready. I don't want to throw it too hard or too far and her take off. So I record this before the shave. Let's go down here to where I'll be shaving. I got most of my setup ready to go. Those are rocks for Luna. Where I recorded Briar is way downstream, down and around the corner. You'll see that probably in Fetching Wilderness. That's my other YouTube channel. Give you guys a good 360, showing you that I am really where I say I am. Not a green screen, not any AI trickery. Setting sun off to the west here. I'm using this fallen tree as a table. My trusty Bass Pro Shop stool. A tripod where you've been or will be, depending on how you want to look at it. For me, it's will be. My water socks that I ended up not using. Stick around for a little bit more footage and then give me a day or two after this video posts and I will have content up from or for my other YouTube channel, Fetching Wilderness. It really is the little big things, my friends. I have to remind myself of them all the time. The things that really matter and the things that don't matter. I love her. You guys take care. Be safe. We'll see you next time.